Spiderman, The Amazing Story by Catherine Saunders. Spiderman's real name is Peter Parker. Peter was an ordinary boy. He lived in New York City with his Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Peter often dreamed of being a superhero. Peter Parker was a student at Midtown High School. He was very clever and worked hard at his lessons. He always got good marks and his favorite subject was science. Peter was a quiet, shy boy who did not have many friends. He was not very good at sports and he was afraid of heights. Other students, like Flash Thompson, sometimes made fun of him. One day, Peter Parker's life changed forever. He was bitten by a radioactive spider at a science exhibition. The spider's poison entered Peter's body and made him start to change. He felt very strange. The spider's bite gave Peter fantastic new powers. He became really strong and could climb tall skyscrapers. Peter decided to become a wrestling star on television. He called himself Spiderman. One day, Uncle Ben was killed by a burglar. This made Peter decide to use his amazing powers to help people and catch criminals. Peter turned Spiderman from a television star into a superhero. Spiderman's special costume and mask protect his true identity from his enemies. Peter wears his Spiderman costume under his clothes. He is always ready to leap into action. Every spider has a web. Peter Parker used the science he learned in school to make Spiderman's web. Spiderman shoots the web from his wrists. He uses it to swing from building to building. Spiderman is always one step ahead of danger, thanks to his spider sense. He can tell if any of his enemies are trying to sneak up on him. His spider sense even works in the dark. Spiderman has amazing strength. He can bend iron bars and punch through walls. He can also jump higher than a house and leap across the rooftops. Spiderman can also think very quickly. This makes him good at catching even the cleverest criminals. Spiderman has many enemies, like the Scorpion and Dr. Octopus. Peter Parker is in love with Mary Jane Watson, who lives next door. Mary Jane likes Peter. She secretly thinks that he might be Spiderman. Spiderman usually works alone, but sometimes even he needs help from his superhero friends. Daredevil and Captain America have both helped Spiderman to fight crime. Peter Parker knows that his powers make him different from other people. He believes that Spiderman must help people who need him. Spiderman does his best to make the world a safer place. Thank you for listening.